Now imagine a world where you eat out every single day, and if they know who you are, service is instant.
Can we take the order, sir?
Yes, I'd like to try the chicken, the lamb, the salmon, and several desserts, please, and make it snappy. Now, being a food critic has to be one of the best jobs in the world, from reviewing the humblest of cafes to the finest dining restaurants. And for us chefs, being reviewed isn't just stressful enough, it can put your whole livelihood, business and career on the line. Richard Corrigan is one of Britain's top Michelin star chefs and has even cooked for the Queen.
I think when you own your own business, James, reviews really matter. I mean, two things about reviews, you know. If you get a great one, you're going to prosper. If you get a negative one, it's going to hurt personally and financially very badly. This is what I do. I have a list on 2 A4 piece of paper, likes and dislikes with the most important public food critics in London, you know. There's more IT in this restaurant company than there is in some secret service organisations.
But are chefs and restaurateurs like Richard going to too much trouble? Now, would a bad review stop you eating in a restaurant?
I don't think it would necessarily stop me going.
Chances are that would influence me, and I probably would not go that way at all.
Certainly a good review would make me want to go to the restaurant and give it a good try.
Because of the fact that they're saying it's bad, then it's off-putting for me to go inside there.
One person who's sure food critics matter is chef Oliver Rowe. His restaurant struggled after receiving poor reviews and eventually closed last month. Now, Oliver, I don't know whether I should be reading this to you, but this is some of the things that the critics have said about you and your food. Post-nuclear survival and a gastronomy reconstructed from bomb site foraging. None of the dishes we tried were notable. This must have really hurt.
Yeah, I put everything into the restaurant, all my money and my heart and soul as well. You can't help but feel like it's a personal attack, but you do have to be careful not to take it too personally.
One of the most influential and mysterious reviewers in Britain today is Time Out's food and drink editor, Guy Diamond. He's in charge of over 1,000 reviews a year. He's never given an interview about his job until now.
If you're recognised as a critic, there are too many parameters that the restaurant can change to alter the experience. So it's better to just be, invisible.
And what kind of lengths do you go to disguise who you are?
We use false names, obviously. Your appearance is usually quite easy to change. It can throw people off the scent.
And when you book a table in a restaurant, do you go on your own, in pairs or in a pack?
We vary the numbers, it depends on the place. So obviously we give what is a false number, which is not any of our own personal numbers, it's a phone for that purpose, and we change that number regularly.
And while judging a restaurant, how do you make notes on it?
I take notes in the toilet, and also I take pictures using a camera phone.
One bad review from one of the top critics normally tends to be 25 bad reviews. I'm not saying they're a herd of sheep, but they all follow.
Last time we had a big reviewer in, I wasn't able to spot it, and there was, a few problems. One does sometimes wonder whether there shouldn't be somebody out there critiquing the critics, reviewing the reviewers.
There you go, you got a new job then.
Yeah, yeah. We find out who's the best of them and give them a taste of their own medicine.
Do you ever feel bad about writing a review when the restaurant goes bust?
I don't think critics shut down restaurants. Bad restaurants shut themselves down by failing.
So no remorse whatsoever?
Remorse for what? For telling the truth?